Welcome, guys, to Fortress Friday. We're back again with the Dunes of Doom, or the Dunes of Death, with underground, deep underground here above a lava lake. We'll actually be able to watch a fight between a flying forgotten beast. This is Agwa Dongduja Nomar, the forgotten beast. We'll have a quick look at this one here in just a second. Over through here we have a cave swallow woman blowgunner. Down the bottom corner here you can see we've got 9 invaders, including this character here, and 9 invaders including this one here, and 12 hostiles, including this one here. So the hostiles and the invaders are about to have a fight, or at least one of them. There are a heap of other invaders as well, which are sort of off, as I go further down through the Z layers. They're up in the corner, just sort of collecting themselves. They're around here somewhere. Where are they? Anyway, we'll find them out. We'll find them soon. Actually, maybe we'll have a quick look through everything. The 9 invaders are that one there, which is the blowgunner woman. Then we've got a heap of them over here. So a heap of them at the edge of the map, in the top corner. If you have a look in the map in the corner there, you'll sort of see them up there. By the way, welcome, guys. If you are watching this on YouTube, you're watching it a week after the actual recording. The live recording is on Twitch. The week later sort of presentation comes on the over on the on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's a week behind. So when we're talking about the DasDemptions and so on and so forth, that refers to the Twitch stream, like the Twitch stream, where viewers get banned if their character gets killed. So anyway, we've got 9 invaders. Let's just go through. So that's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They should all be there. Some of them moving down a little bit further, but they're all still in that top corner, and then we'll end up back over here again. As far as the hostiles are concerned, we've got our forgotten beast, which has just come into the actual into here. We'll come back to this one and then talk a little bit about what's happened with the fight that actually occurred between the forgotten beast and a spearwoman, which actually ended up some quite hilarious outcomes for the forgotten beast there. Another forgotten beast is inside the fortress, but is trapped. So we've actually got it trapped inside a special area, and we're going to be trying to then move this into a position where we can use it as a weapon. So that will be something that we'll end up doing. So we've got one of them there. We've then got a whole heap of these zombie camels. So 2-humped camel corpse back out through here. And so some of these have been injured, some of them aren't. You'll see there's a lot of carnage out here, a lot of teeth that have been forbidden. Not so much the teeth, but everything out here has been forbidden. So we're looking at a whole bunch of these are on the northeastern edge of the map, along with a zombified corpse in through here, a dwarven corpse. This is Mukath Secral's corpse, which is now a zombie as well. This was a merchant that tried to arrive here with a whole caravan of different things. You'll see that there's a zombie horse up through here as well. This is also part of the merchants. There's another. This is a peasant corpse. This is peasant corpse is. Actually, it's funny it doesn't actually mention the name there, because that's another of the party that arrived here to. To basically sort of trade with our groups. They're all hovering around in the top corner, including the horses. So, hi Began, how you going? And Began is saying, am I alive or needing a new sacrificial dwarf? I'm pretty sure you're alive. We'll have a look at that. So Monkastrap's saying, you say the Dunes of Death. I prefer to think of them as the Dunes of Delight. Monkastrap is on the list of names that is going to be coming up, but Began, you are still very much alive inside in the military. I'm sure of that, because we didn't lose any of the actual military in the last episode. So yeah, you are fine. Monkastrap is in the list. You're the third. I think you're the third one in with the DasDemption names queued up. Right, so you can see there's all sorts of different teeth and stuff out through here as well. Some of these camels have been fairly badly damaged. Some of them are named if they've actually ended up killing a character, like an actual one of the dwarves. In this case, we've got this one is called Adasukun, the 2-humped camel corpse, and so this one actually did have a kill. If we go and have a look at the at the, which way is it here? Is it skills, combat? No, it won't be underneath there. Military, kills, there we go. So Muthcat, the dwarf, died in 301, so there's one kill for this particular one. So Muthcat, the kill it got happened to be Muthcat here. And so the Muthcat has now come back as a zombie to attack the fortress. We're in a reanimating biome here. So anyway, that's most of the hostiles will end up being these guys back out through this other side. So as I zip through them, there is, we do actually have some of the cave swallow zombies as well. These have been killed earlier. These are often not the full one. If you have a look at the health, and you can see their vision and loss, ability to stand has been lost, ability to grasp somewhat impaired. These have been these are easy for us to smash apart. Description, yeah, this one is actually a full zombie of one of the cave swallow men, but not really going to worry us so much there. If we just keep on going and have a look at a few more. Yeah, we're back out with the horses. And there's another zombie horse corpse down through there as well, which is still up in that top corner. Right, that should then take us back down. There's another. This is a zombie left hand. Like this is a cave swallow left hand, which is sort of crawling around in the down below, sort of trying to. I guess it's a left wing more than a left hand. But it was trying to get into our fortress. So our fortress is sort of just over here. And so it's actually very close to the center, which is where our fortress actually is. So it's trying to get down to this this door, which is still actually left open. So I've left this one open as a bit of to try to draw the other forgotten beast back around before I lock it. At the moment there is a bug in the game, and I really hope that they fix it soon. It's been there ever since it launched into as a Steam version of the game, where the forgotten beasts can't break open locked doors. They can open unlocked doors like this one, but they can't actually break through. So we had another door which was I think it was up here. No, actually, where is it? We're getting ready to go open here. Yeah, I'm sort of tempted to, I've got another area back and through this other side as well, where we've got different traps coming back in. So I can actually I can lock this one up here if I have to. It's a bit convoluted, but this one, someone can get into the fortress by going up this staircase here, and then into our main stairwell. But if I lock these floor hatches, it then stops them from being able to do anything. And what I do want to ultimately do is have another access point out into this area of the fortress. We're trying to block this area of the fortress. This is underground. So we're trying to sort of block this. And this is actually where the carnage occurred, where we've got this is Cicely, Cetistrum's mangled corpse. I don't think she can come back to life. I think she's too mangled. Mangled corpse. So when it's been completely mangled, it really can't do much. It does have like frozen extract from the forgotten beast. That's what the forgotten beast does, sort of spew out. And so Cicely is the mangled corpse in there. The actual forgotten beast, what we'll see is we won't find, and this is sort of, it's almost like being atom smashed, but the weaponry that she was using. If we have a quick look for it and just see if we can sort of locate it somewhere. We've got the blood, etc., etc. We're looking for a shield in particular, and a spear, and we won't find them in here. And there's some of her teeth. Like it was a massive fight down through here with the forgotten beast. So that forgotten beast is a absolutely deadly one. But the shielding that she actually had, everything that she actually had carried down there, is no longer there. It was essentially atom smashed because of the fight, which is sort of unusual. I've never seen that happen before in the game. If we just go around the corner here, up to the lava, and then go above. So this one is now flown out here to attack these. If we have a look at the Forgotten Beast, it says seriously injured, but it's not as bad as it sounds. Description. So its tail is bruised, its shell is fractured, its shell is torn open. What happened is, because of their fighting in such an enclosed area, their shield in particular started to zip back and forwards after it had been thrown by the Forgotten Beast, and at such speed that ultimately it ended up hitting the shell and fracturing. But then with more of it sort of zipping around the place, it ended up just disintegrating. So the shield and the spear ended up disintegrating, in that whole fight. But the upshot of it is that the tail was bruised, and then the shell was fractured by the flying shield. Don't know how or why. I haven't seen that happen before. So the Dwarf Fortress is full of firsts, isn't it? Really, it's quite unusual. So anyway, let's go and see what happens here. We do have a fight. The Cave Swallow Blowgunner and the Forgotten Beast are fighting. To see what's actually happened through there, if we just maybe go from the perspective of the Blowgunner woman, we can then sort of have a bit of a look to see where is she? There she is there. And so you can see there that all that's really happened here by the time we sort of close this one is the flying blow dart strikes the Forgotten Beast in the tail, denting the skin. Actually, there's the bruise. The bruising is from a blowgun being fired at the Forgotten Beast. The Forgotten Beast, if we just go back across to health, health and description. So a gigantic beakless fantail. It has a round shell and it undulates rhythmically. Its brown feathers are downy. Beware its deadly dust. And so that's actually what it has. It's a monstrously large flying fantail without a beak. And it does actually have a shell as well. So it's sort of got like a shell on the back of it. So Marcus Strap saying, I can wait. Vegan will get me killed. There we are. Hi Crunch, how are you going? So hope everyone is doing well today. Now, this is going to be over fairly fast, I think. I'm just going to start by seeing what happens. She's now flown down one Z layer. The Forgotten Beast has flown down a Z layer as well. I'll just keep track of them. Forgotten Beast has flown up. No, the Forgotten Beast has gone over here. I'm just going to get rid of that one through there. It's now moving away. Now, why would it move away when it actually had the opportunity to fight? I'm not sure what it's doing. The Cave Swallow Blowgunner is... I think she may have an action here. Oh, she's just yelled out, "Help, save me." Fly away. You don't have to stay there. There's going to be more things where just different people are going to have trouble accessing, because we've actually got them locked inside. So we've got everyone inside away from the fighting. Now that hand as well, we should actually... I don't think we have to worry too much about the hand. Hi Serion, how are you going? Let's go across to the hand just to double check. Is it still crawling down towards the entrance? Which was over here somewhere. It's up this way. No, it's still just stuck there. It's basically just not really moving much at all. So let's not worry about that one. We'll just go straight across to the other Forgotten Beast, which is in here. Maybe we'll just let the game run forward a little bit and just see what actually happens. It's now moving off. It's now going... It's down here. This is on the same level as this. So we'll just watch it as it comes through. It's now flying again. There's the Cave Swallow woman. Now it has... We've got this one locked off, so it can't really do anything there. We've got that one completely blocked off. Where are you? Where are you? I cannot locate it anymore. There it is. So it's now flying over. Again, there's no real way for it to get back to where we are. Let's just unpause it. Oh, there we go. Fight happening. So the fight's occurring very, very quickly. And again, if we have a look at it from the Cave Swallow, because the Forgotten Beast, we've got the full history of it, like it getting caught in its own. So it misses the human axeman. Most of the fight is actually the fight with the axeman. So Yep, so it jumps out of the... So they've got like things like the flight path. So the Forgotten Beast strikes the human axeman, but the shot is blocked with the copper shield. The Forgotten Beast jumps out of the human axeman's flight path, because when it gets hit, this thing smashes. This is a absolute monster, and so it's like a titan. And when it was hitting the axeman, this is what it was doing in that very confined space. It was sort of smacking it around, and the axeman, the human, was flying around all over the place, including all her weapons. And so it does actually happen through here somewhere where we end up with a shield. Yeah, so that's you've got the shield in here somewhere. Yeah, it sort of gets hold of them. They're through there, jumps out of the flight path again. You're just really throwing it away. Even the teeth were actually causing a little bit of damage everywhere, but as they were flying around, it was just so aggressive. But you can see there's a lot of stuff in through there. Yeah. Anyway, and then it's got the so. This frozen extract that we see in through here is being spewed out by the Forgotten Beast, and it's got caught in its own in its own extract. So that was the one attack that did come through. Then the rest of it is now coming through. Breathes a cloud of its own extract, its own frozen extract. Sometimes it can actually do damage to itself. If we have a quick look at the Cave Swallow Blowgunner, so she is caught in the cloud here as well. So it doesn't seem to do a hell of a lot of damage. But anyway, they're down just above the lava here with this frozen extract all over the place. Let's continue on. Now we're seeing a fight is... Now there's some sort of web there for some reason. Forgotten Beast is above. More extract. This one is... tired now, and so this is she's terrified while in conflict. She's annoyed after choking on the Forgotten Beast dust. Health wise, she is fine. Her upper leg is bruised, so there is damage that has been done. So if we have a look at her history, this is her fighting history. So she keeps yelling, "Help, save me!" She's caught in the extract. Forgotten Beast misses the cave swallow, so there's a physical attack there. Punches the Forgotten Beast in the left eye, bruising it. The force twists the head. The cave swallow blowgunner is caught in a cloud again. Attacks the cave swallow blowgunner, but she jumps away. Now this is above the lava. So the Forgotten Beast kicks a cave swallow woman in the upper leg with the right foot, bruising the muscle. The cave swallow blowgunner misses the Forgotten Beast. Is caught again, so it attacks but jumps away. Attacks the Forgotten Beast, but it jumps away. The Forgotten Beast grabs the cave swallow blowgunner by the second toe, right foot, with its right wing. The Forgotten Beast throws a cave swallow blowgunner by the toe, and the Forgotten Beast misses it there. So it is throwing it around. I don't know if it can throw it down, but I think that means that she's actually out of control. Being thrown around at the moment. So it seems to be down, because that's where it would have happened. It would have occurred here and then thrown downwards. So let's just keep on stepping it forward a little bit. Yeah, he's thrown it straight into the lava. So bang, there it is inside the lava now. So you can just imagine this massive flying thing just grabbing it by the toe and then flinging it straight down into the big lava pool, and then a big splash. What should happen here is that there will ultimately be a splash. See how there's magma mist? That is because this is exactly where the cave swallow woman has actually smashed into the lava pit, and so she is now down in here and will not be doing too well. So initially, when she first actually hits here, and I've just been using the full stop key just to move through frame by frame. And so what we'll find here is the health will then start to change. Description. At the moment, she's actually now smashed into the lava. She's literally at the point where she's actually gone straight into the lava. Her left upper leg is bruised, and that's the only damage that's actually happened to her yet. Let's actually just go through little bit by little bit, and just sort of keep on going. Now, as I sort of keep on pressing, she's now gone even deeper again. So I've just gone three ticks. Let's see if the magma is now having effect. So if we go back across to her, and yeah, we don't see it through there. It may just be that we'll now have to look at the description of her. The health description. Yeah, still not seeing the the effect of the lava just yet. Let's just keep on going a few more clicks. She's still out of control. Going deeper again. Let's now have another look. Saying only tired. Health description. She will be burning up at this point in time. Yeah, sometimes we don't get to see exactly what's happening through here, but that if we have a look above, we should still see magma mist. Not really seeing it there. This one has come back down. So this one is just on the layer above. So it's now flown down to the actual lava. Sometimes the Forgotten Beast will go into the lava and start to also burn up, but they tend to be able to survive the lava. So this one's now a fair way down. I don't think this one's now out of control in the magma. It's not going to come back from here. I'll just keep on pressing a few more until we see some changes there. They will survive a little bit. So still going deeper down. Now healthy. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, we're not seeing the actual burning of it, but it's essentially burning up. It will die. Actually, there's some stones that had fallen down as well. Tetrahedrite. I'm not sure they're also falling off from the edge here. Oh, this is the splashing of the magma. Look at this. So we're seeing like magma mist is now spread all the way out through to here, and that has actually dislodged the splashing of the magma has actually dislodged the tetrahedrite. It's also now falling down through the magma, so it's on the layer just below where the bird is. So it's actually also dropping down. Let's actually just keep on going here. Eventually, she'll die. I'll just keep on going a little bit further. Yeah, so she is now sort of getting further down. Again, I don't think we're going to see the damage that's done to her at this point in time. We sort of have limited damage until we actually have a medical practitioner actually to go and check them out. Let's have a read of a few of the other things in through this other side. So we've got Authority here saying, what makes this the Dunes of Death? We started off in a desert. Even though there's snow outside, there is actually some... actually, I can show you into here. So the Dunes of Death refer to, and if we center on our fort, this is our fort in through here. So this is the the dune is the failed dune, is the actual biome that we're in. And so this is a dwarven fortress of Tin Martyr. Yeah, it's our location. And so this this sort of sandy looking color here is essentially a big sand dune. So the failed dune, which is a desert. So we started off in a desert. Now it's desolate, not rather than it being a desert. There is still some cactus that grows there, and there are some there's some plants that do grow actually in this particular desert. It's also a cold desert, so we actually do get snow as well. So we don't have any water on the map other than underground. And so getting water was one of our first things we had to do. We had to dig deep to get water, and so there's no water on the surface at all. And so the surface is literally just a big desert. So it's not strictly sand dunes, but it's we're calling it the Dune of Death simply because the actual biome is called the Failed Dune. So that's the reason why. And in Syrian saying it's a haunted biome and the dead will rise. Yeah, that's the actual. So the dune is because of that. The death is because anything that dies that isn't essentially destroyed or crushed at the time of death will end up rising again as a zombie. So we end up with zombified different characters at different times, which you sort of saw at the start of the session. So I wonder if the extract is cold enough to cool the lava. I don't think so. No, it doesn't seem to be all that powerful. Anyway, let's just click on done with the map, and so we'll just keep on sort of watching what happens in through here. And Syrian's saying, such nimble grasping. It has a thing for toes too, since it's the second one started throwing around by the. Yes, that's true. When it picked up the human, like the Sicily, that was actually picked up as well by the toes and flung around all over the place. In this case, just thrown straight down into the lava. So again, that would be you sort of you can visualize exactly what's happening with these fights. It's just incredible in Dwarf Fortress. It's just amazing. Can you give us a thumbs up, like the end of Terminator 2? Yeah, it's not sinking. This is really sort of propelled very, very quickly into the lava. It's now stabilized and is now just sinking down through the lava. It was a hard throw, travelling too fast to be burned by the lava. I think it is being burnt up at this point in time, but it does take a little bit of time. Like you'll notice, even if our dwarves fall off into the lava, you can see them burn up. They stay alive for quite a while while they're sizzling away, and this will be the same with the Cave Swallow Woman Blowgunner. So that's actually what's going to happen there. We'll find that this will go to 8 invaders very, very soon. Let's actually now we've got the Forgotten Beast on the outside here. What I might do is I might just see what happens with it. Is it going to go anywhere? And so I'm just moving forward, just tick by tick. We're seeing the mist is still sort of moving across, now hitting the edge of the rock and through here. This can be very, very damaging as well, being caught in the mist. So this is actually a dangerous thing for anything living that gets caught in the actual mist itself. So that is quite dangerous. It will dissipate, but we're still in the splash. We're still in the like this. What is it? What I've got it set to? I've got 30. I've got 30 frames per second. Is really what happens when I let the game just run. But at the moment, I'm just going through frame by frame, which essentially is just a slow-mo replay. So we're still seeing the splashing lava come across into here. The splashing lava will probably be all over the place, actually, just as depending on where it's actually sort of splashed into. We do have magma mist in through there. Yeah, so that's sort of what's happening there. The magma mist won't, like if we build something out of wood, it won't actually destroy the wood as such, but if the wood gets immersed in the magma, or if the magma itself ends up sort of going up against something that's wooden, it will then destroy it. Or even rock that can't cope with it, it will destroy it as well. So anyway, that's sort of continuing on through there. I'll just right-click on that one and just keep on pressing the space. And let's now just go back down to the. Here we go. We've got Von Schweinhund with the with her baby about to try to sort of put this area through here. Going to go and build an actual wall that will then sort of force the Forgotten Beast to not sit around outside this particular door. It will then go around the other way. Let's have another quick look down for the. There it is. There, straight. The Forgotten Beast is. Hovering over the top, looking for its prey. It won't go into the lava though. This one's not going to come back from here. So let's just keep on. Let's unpause the game and just watch the Forgotten Beast. Oh, now we've actually. This is not good. So Von Schweinhund has actually found a way to place herself and her baby inside a very small cavern here with a locked door. On the outside, and has now sort of put herself on the wrong side of this particular door. Oh, it's funny, this game. So anyway, that's we've got another baby down there. This is actually Atomic Ant with her baby. Don't know what that one's doing. Storing an item in the stockpile. Okay, that's fine. We're going to need to now open this one up. But notice how the Forgotten Beast now ran off again. The Forgotten Beast is now going to another location. So where is it? It's over here. It's on the move. What we'll do is we'll just go and tell, because it thinks that this door is a weak spot. That's why it was waiting around there. We've still got 9 invaders. One group of citizens is now stranded. Self-imposed. What we'll do here is we'll just go across into the digging menu, and then we'll go to the designate constructed walls, floors, and other constructed tiles to be removed. So we just got to remove that tile. Now, I don't think Von Schweinhut will do that. I think it'll have to be somebody else. And so we'll have to then open that up again and then redo it. Just a bit of a pain, but anyway, that's the way it works. What I can do is ultimately go to my layer here and tell them that they're not to go in that layer there. So if I go and paint this, this is the safe zone that we actually have where the dwarves can actually go in. Let's just go to the eraser and just deselect that bit of it. All right, so that way when it comes through and we rebuild that, we'll then be able to do other things. We may not need to rebuild it, but it's at the moment it's going to then push the Forgotten Beast in that direction. Forgotten Beast is, where is it now? See, it's now coming back again to the door. No, now it's flying off. It's got other targets. It may be coming around to the other door, and this is what I'm wanting it to do. I'm sort of wanting it to come back around where we have the other door. I don't know whether to try to trap it as well. I think I do, you know. I think I want to trap it. Let's have a quick look at the at what we're dealing with here. What I don't want to have happen is I don't want to have the this is a fortress. I'm sort of wanting it to come into here, through here, and do we have anything yet? Just going to double check that there's nothing in here that's really a problem. As in, I don't want to have any actual characters caught in this zone. Now we do have a turkey poult. This will become something that we could actually then sort of try to damage. So I'm going to raise this drawbridge here, I think, because that poult will be the target for it. Let's just go back down to the lower layer. We should have another poult on a chain in here, but it hasn't been put there yet. So copper chain has been designated for another stray poult. So I'm going to I can lock things down very, very easily in this fortress. Yeah, we've got 8 invaders. We've now lost the that one that was in the lava has now burnt up. Cave Swallow is fighting. We'll have a quick look and see what actually happens again with her. So as we come back, yeah. So this is now we're now seeing the is caught in the pool of magma, and so starting to now burn up through the pool of magma. And is caught in the smoke underground. That's very annoying. So the smoke is her own body burning up and clothing. Pool of magma. So we could have actually sort of seen more things happening through there. So still living, is no longer stunned, but still flailing around in the actual magma. There's an awful lot of action that went on. So it sort of yells out, "I've been wounded." That's very annoying. Well, yeah, now completely burning up, but it's now sort of gone. If we, I don't know if it'll have disintegrated. That's one thing we could actually just go and double check, I guess. If we have a look at the units, I always like to see what's happening through here. Now we do actually have that one there. Can we go there? No, that one's deceased. We can't actually go to it. Other, yeah, we've got the other hostiles back in through there, but nothing much really happening. We've got the invaders. Oh, sorry, these are different again. We've got all sorts of different things in through here as well. Yeah. So if we look at what's happening, I wouldn't mind having this inside the fortress as well, so we can sort of manage this. Yeah, it's coming down around to the entrance. So I'm going to lock this one here. They can't come up, even if it was working correctly, and it's not. I could lock the door and it can't break through. But if I actually end up locking this one here, I then actually have the ability to. If I lock the hatch above, there's nothing that can break from the layer below into a hatch above it. If they were on this layer through here, and they had their normal door smashing, they'd be able to break this open. So I might as well trap the Forgotten Beast, which I'm assuming is going down that way. So let's just keep on coming back up, and we'll watch it as it moves through. Yeah, so it's coming down into our fortress. Oh, hang on, it might be to attack this one first. Bang. So that zombie has now been crushed, and it's now heading off again. Yep. So the left hand has now been destroyed, and then the Forgotten Beast is now on its way yet again. So we have 2 Forgotten Beasts, which will be now caught in our Forgotten Beast trap. So it's now still seriously injured. If we have a look at the health description, it's still the shell is fractured. The bruising is now gone. It's now on the run again. It's now found another target. So it's looking for living things to destroy. It's coming back down this way again. It's just flying above here. See how this door is now, it's still locked, so it can't get through here. But what I now want to do is we've now been freed out from it through this other side. I'm going to, now there's only 11 hostiles. We're losing hostiles as well. Oh, that was the hand. Okay, so let's now just go across, and I want to sort of force it into that trap zone that we've actually got, which is actually built for Forgotten Beasts. So we go to, in this case, constructions, walls, and we've got the copper bar right nearby. So we'll just go and build it out of the copper bar. And so it looks like it's flying down to sit outside that door. Now it's off again. I should just follow it, shouldn't I, really, in this case? Here it comes into the door. Here it comes. Right. It's now inside. See how the door then is now open? And we can no longer lock this. Like I don't have access to that door at this stage. So we've locked that one. We don't have any. We've checked that there's nobody else around. It's now going to go after that Polt, I think. So let's now just sort of watch what actually happens in through here. Actually, the door did close. I can forbid it. It used to be that once something passed through a door, maybe invaders. If an invader opens a door, then you don't no longer have control of it. In this case, we've got the drawbridges are all locked in through this other side. I could have a Forgotten Beast fight, just see what actually happens. But I think the more Forgotten Beasts we have as a menagerie, the better for us in one sense. If we end up with a third one, we'll probably destroy it. Okay, now what we have is we can no longer really access this. So I've got a situation where this then can go all the way up through the fortress to the very, very top. If we just keep on sort of zooming on up, we have an area above here where the Forgotten Beast can sort of come back through. This is the Polt, and then from here it actually goes up outside as well. So we actually have a limestone downward stairway at that point. And so so this is actually an area where the Forgotten Beast can get its way outside, and that would be interesting. That would be interesting. But I think I'll leave it for a second. I think I'll actually just try to trap it inside here. So this is Trap Bridge 01. If we just go back down to, I think it's F3, F4, yeah, F4. So Trap Bridge 01 is this one here. Let's just go and pull the lever. Do it now. Done. Okay, so that one's now going to be pulled. And we also then have down below, we've got Lower Bridge 04. Let's just go down to F8 and have a quick look and see where this all is happening. So F8, that's further down, is it? No. It's up in here somewhere. There it is there. This is Lower Bridge 04. I can raise that bridge and just lock everything in. But let's just actually let it go for a little bit longer and just see it. Should it end up going up the stairs? Yep, so it's now heading up the stairwell. So I'm going to allow it to get into this zone, but let's actually now tell it to lock this door as well. This is trap bridge 04. So this way it'll be locked in this layer of the fortress. So we'll just go and back into F4. This will be trap bridge 04, the last of the trap bridges. So we've got 03 and 04. We want to get 04, pull the lever, do it now, right now. And so we'll raise that drawbridge. Need someone to go across and do this, please, when they get a chance. I don't know why they don't do the smoothing. They've done a bit of it, but not all of it. It's sort of quite annoying. Yep, so we can get rid of that message. And this now essentially means that we're now free to allow our dwarves back outside again to do things. We'll have a quick look at this. We'll just make sure that we trap the Forgotten Beast first. So F8 again, just go down to the bottom of the fortress and have a look at it from here. Here it comes. Now, at that point, I can now lock this this one here as well. That will stop it. But I can also now raise this drawbridge. Now hopefully we get to raise this one before it reaches it. If we go back to F4 again, yeah, no one's coming even close to it. Let's pull the lever, do it now. And there's no one walking to do these missions for us. So just go back down to F8 again and see if we can actually just watch the Forgotten Beast. Moving across. It's going to get past this one. Yep, it's past there now. In which case we really need to stop it from getting out of the fortress. So it's going to come up this stairwell to here. It's going after the Pult. We've told it to turn off trap bridge 04. Here they come. So they're now. This one has been pushed across. We've got 03 is... Do we need to do that one anymore? We don't. Let's actually ignore that one. Trap bridge 01 is being pulled. Trap bridge 02, I'll pull that lever now as well. We may be able to force it back down. Even if we keep it in the stairwell, that's actually going to be not a bad position for us to be in. Because I can work from both ways by having the drawbridge locked off. So that would be fine there. So that one is about to be pulled. This one has been pulled. If we now just go back down to F8 again and just follow up through the stairwell again, just to see what actually happened here. So at that point came up. That has been pulled. So that will then block off. This one we're no longer worrying about. Trap bridge 03. It's on the stairwell, and if we can get there in time, trap bridge 02 will raise before it can get there. Trap bridge 03 should raise fairly soon, but 04 should raise any second now. So there's usually about 100 clicks before it actually will do anything. I'm just going through the individual clicks. Hasn't got there yet. Should be okay. I'll just go back up to the to this guy here, and yeah, so it's still moving up. Let's go to the top and just see what actually happens here. Here it is. It's in this area. And this one has now been raised. This was trap bridge 01. So it can no longer make its way out to the top of the fortress. So it's now been locked in. And the Pult is now going to be attacked. And trap bridge 02, we did try to sort of move that one. If we go back to F4 again, trap bridge 02 is we're still asking them to flick that one across. So 04 was done. Let's just see if that actually did work. Again, if we just go to F8. That should have raised by now. Yeah, that's raised as well. So the Forgotten Beast is now trapped in that mid zone, away from everything else, which means that I now have access to the copper chain again, and I can essentially unlock this because there's no way for it to, so I'll make that one passable. There's no way for it to sort of get back down into anything else as well. We've got a pulp there as well, just to start to sort of draw Forgotten Beasts into deeper into the actual fortress if we need to. So that worked out well. So we've got all that happening. I think we're now safe to, almost safe to let the dwarves out and let them sort of do their own thing for a little while. We'll have to go and have a look at all the hostiles and just sort of see what's happened with them. But we now actually have groups that can then, if we do get invaded, we can now release the beasts and have the beasts go off and do something. So they're both now in their traps. If we go across, back further up, we'll just watch the Forgotten Beast then destroy. So this is now above our fortress. So it's sort of sitting in the area just above where our actual fortress is. So we've got areas of the fortress back into here for all sorts of different things. This is all of our mining, our workshop layer at this stage. This was going to be military, I think. I don't think I finished off that one. So this one will then raise. Trap Bridge 02, I've got Trap Bridge 04. It's going to come and eat the pult. So here it is there. Mangled corpse, so that's now sort of smashed that one through there. We've still got... this is that's the extract, yeah, and then a pool of turkey blood back in through that other side. So the pult has been this is how you can draw beasts and creatures into areas by actually giving them like a bait. So this was bait to get it up to here. This has now been locked in. That's now locked in. So this now is just locked in this little area. Nothing it can do. So it's now sort of just stuck there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And making lye is so our soap making is on the way. We're starting to make soap from lye. So that's one Forgotten Beast in a position where we can now release it either outside or further down. Trap Bridge 01 is there. That's I'll just let it go. That seems to be okay. That's all okay there. It's funny that it looks different. All right, let's just go down through to the lower bridges. This is a fair way down. We've got this one raised, that one down. We can take this one down now as well. So I think I'll just set everything else up. We'll just go to F4 again. This is, so 1 and 2 need to be raised, and 3 and 4 can be unraised. So we can actually sort of pull the lever, do it now, and that one's going to be fine. So everything is now sort of set up quite nicely. So Serion saying, apparently I missed something during the ad break. The beast found its way into the fortress. Yeah, well we allowed it to do that. So so it's actually it's where it needs to be. So why was the baby in a random corner in the lava pits as a Thoratio? Because the Forgotten Beast thinks it, like, the bug in the game at the moment is Forgotten Beasts are supposed to be able to smash their way through furniture. They're called furniture smashers, including doors. So when there's a door, the Forgotten Beast should be able to just smack its way through it. But there's been a bug in the game ever since they released it, and I don't know why they don't just fix it, because I would assume it's going to be an easy fix, because the Forgotten Beasts can't actually break through doors, but they think that they can, because their actual base coding from back before it became the Steam version of the game was that they could. And so it's a very, very annoying bug. It means that we've got an exploit when we deal with Forgotten Beasts. It's not annoying in the sense that it's a problem. It's annoying in the sense that we end up with a with something that's not quite as good as, like it's just not working the way it should. So it means that it's easier to defend against Forgotten Beasts than it should be. Forgotten Beasts should be the absolute pinnacle of danger for the fortress. And so I still build my fortresses around the fact that at some point that bug should be fixed, but it's not fixed at the moment. It's been now over a year, and it still hasn't been fixed. So I'm sort of hopeful that at some point one of the devs will actually, will do something about that, because it's for me, it's actually, at one stage it was almost a deal breaker for me to play the game, because I thought it would just be over and done with very, very quickly at the start when they first released the game. But it's still there. The bug is still there. Great game, but just it's those little things that just really become super, super annoying. Now we've got all the bedroom layer in through there. I'll just double check that one does have, yeah, it's got all the different zones. That's fine. Just turn the zones off. So we can now clear, I think we can clear our civilian alert. Let's just have a quick look and see before we do that. So we've got 8 invaders. Now they can't break in at the moment into the fortress. Oh, sorry, the reason that we had the lava, sorry, the people that were caught in that little zone in there was because I got them to build this so that the Forgotten Beast wouldn't know its way around. And what ended up happening here was that they ended up, when they built it, they stood there and built it that way. I can now bring these things down, so I'm going to go and again just get rid of that and this. So we've got a couple of zones in here now where we've got wood underground here where we need to dislodge that. We're also building a zone here, which is going to be the actual official way out into the actual fortress down in below here, into this zone. So I'm going to now tell them to dig this open. And we could put a door there as well at this point in time. So let's just go and do that. So we'll just go and tell it, so furniture or doors and hatches, or yeah, I'll do it that way. I'll just do doors and hatches. There. Okay, so we'll end up sort of building the door, digging our way through there. We'll, now, if we clear the civilian alert, one thing we have to be careful of is that we actually have got still got the zombies up above. So the invaders are all down below here, so they're not really doing much. The hostiles up above, we've got the Forgotten Beast. Then we've still got all these zombies on the edge, so they're not really moving off. Let's just quickly go through all the hostiles and just make sure that they're not close. Who was the other one? Oh, yeah, this one's still... that's a mutilated corpse, which has now wandered down towards the fortress, but the fortress is closed. What we might do is actually open things up now for the dwarves. We've told the dwarves, if we go back up to F1, which is the outside layer, we've told the dwarves that everything that was dropped over here is forbidden. So they won't go off to try to go and pick up the spears and all of the loot that was left over by the merchants. The merchants lost everything out here. Eventually, when these all wander off, we'll then open this up and allow them to go back and get it. We do actually have an area below the fortress where there is actually another merchant group that actually ended up failing. Down here somewhere. There. So we've still got all of this is from the year before. With those merchants also got trapped by these undead camels and ended up being sort of killed off that way as well. So we've got that one done. I think we can now safely open the fortress. Another thing we want to be doing is just going down to this layer here. This is a bars and block stockpile, which and what I need to do is, this has been designated to bring green glass in because we're trying to build a glass tower. And so we've got a lot of building to still do. So we've started to build the wall, but still have a long way to go. So we'll let them build the glass over time, very, very slowly, and then we'll build the actual fortress out of that as well. We might build some windows and things into it at some stage, maybe from the layer above. Yeah, I might think about how we do that one. So Syrian saying, finally found an issue in the bug tracker for the Forgotten Beast not breaking down doors. Was reported in May last year, but no updates on the issue. May needs some community support, pushing it to be addressed. Yeah, something it's really bothered me ever since the game launched, and it is annoying. It is very, very annoying. And it shouldn't be a difficult fix. I wouldn't have thought. It's almost like they just forgot to put a trigger on the Forgotten Beasts. When they released them. But I've told the guys from DF Hack about it, and I think they were going to look at it at one stage. But so it may be more difficult than what I think it actually is. But they were going to try to check it out as well to see what was actually going on with it. But that was also some time ago. So I was sort of hoping that DF Hack would have a bug fix for it, but nothing has been done. I think I think most people don't play it the way I play the game. Like I play it fairly aggressively. So I've got my map generation generates a lot more Forgotten Beasts than the base game does. So they're a lot less rare than what they are for me. So for me, they're a lot less rare for me. Because of the way that I play the game. Okay, so is there so Beelf is saying, is there some way to check if I have a dwarf named after me? We can just have a quick look through. So we don't have that many dwarves at this stage. Now, we're not naming the babies. When the babies become kids, I'll name them, because they don't do anything until they become kids. So we've got a spearman and stuff, which are just sort of sitting around. And then we've got 2 babies. So you are not in here. So we've got another 3 names that have to be put in first. But you can certainly redeem it, and then at the end of the session, if we don't have enough dwarves that have come in, I then will put your name on the list, and then that will be in the list for redemption or for DasDemption. I'm just going to grab myself a drink of water. I'm going to be right back. So Beelf has done one. So hopefully get a migrant wave. I want to die horribly. Yeah, well, usually we haven't had any migrants come in the migrant waves for quite some time. The fortress has sort of got now a reputation of being dangerous because the merchants haven't been able to get through, and so we're not getting settlers really wanting to come to the fortress as well. So there we go. Voodoo Dog is meditating on jewels. Everyone is working actually, which is still good, but nobody's really doing the smoothing of the rock. I wonder if we designate someone to do that. Final Rabbit is a mason. It's almost sort of like what we should probably look to do. Got 2 carpenters. Everyone's wearing little crowns now. So they've made crowns and ornaments, and so they're all sort of now placing them on their heads. Maybe Elephant Men. We've got 2 carpenters. We don't need 2 carpenters really. Yep. So Serene Plague is our main miner who has been designated for that role. If we go to the labor menu, the stone cutters are a group that we can have. So this is what I'm thinking. If we get one of the carpenters, not Cameloid. Where's the other one? Oh, this is actually their abilities to do this one. We do have a bone carver and a competent stone cutter here. Let's make Valasar, the only job Valasar does is smoothing of stone. Let's start there and just sort of see how how they work out for us. I think it's now time, we can now clear the civilian alert and just watch what actually happens. So yeah, I feel confident now that we can basically just, there's no threat near to here. This now just goes straight down into the closed area where this Forgotten Beast is. So this is now in the top area of the fortress. Just double check that everything is secure before we sort of unlock everything. That one there will be dropped. We've got a pult that is going to be assigned to that one through there. Then we come back down. We've got a pult that has not been assigned there. So we'll go and get a straight turkey pult. We should have one somewhere. There we go. so that's been assigned. Hopefully that will work. So I've got that one assigned to that chain. People saying I can hang around forever as an animated corpse. What tends to happen, and it hasn't happened with the merchants, but what tends to happen is that those camels end up damaging the body so badly that they that basically it just doesn't work. I'm going to unforbid this. So I'm going to make that one passable. I'm also going to make the other one here passable. Where is it? Must be further up or down. This one here. Make that one passable. And because what we're trying to do here is to actually build the I'll just resume construction there. We're trying to build these walls. Not that it would have stopped the fighting that would happened over through here, but anyway, we'll just let that one continue on. That way we can rescue this body as well, so we can just go ahead. And we do actually have other walls that we're trying to build down in here as well. We'll just resume construction down through that side. That one I need to have this one suspended until we get this one built, and then we can build that one. That will then lock that one off. And then we'll have to sort of build a whole other layer once we've actually got that established. Right. So we've got that one, we've got the start of that one ready to go. But we just need to do these others as we sort of come through. Let's resume construction there as well. So we've got it's fairly convoluted trying to get the area that we want so we can end up getting wood. So we need to have a big area down here for growing trees. So these mushrooms are these are young goblin caps. These will ultimately end up becoming trees over time, and we'll then be able to chop them down. But we don't have very much wood left at this point in time. We do need the wood. Back in through here we are smelting. Oh, here we go. We've got all the sand down in here, and we're now just making. And we've got heaps of blocks down in here as well, but nobody is taking them up to the other fortress, the top of the fortress. Having said that, what have we got? We've got a fair number of them there. They are being designated for carrying up the top. Look, I might as well give them the order. I'll just go back up to F1, and we'll just keep on building the this wall around here as well, just out of the glass blocks. Not that one. If we go this way here, constructions, walls. We've probably got 7 down there, I'm guessing. So this is the bottom of the fortress, so it's a long way off. I've only got 6. And I'll just make one out of wood. Oh, I don't know which one it is. Does it tell us? No, it's not telling us. It's just saying wall. So in that case, I'll ditch that. Let's do it this way, I think. And we'll just put 6 in. Yep, so we'll just go back to constructions, walls. So we only have 6 of the glass blocks built. If I do it from there, just go to 6 across, and get in the bottom and make them out of that. That way we end up with a bit of an entrance which can then come back through our trap area. This is like a massive trap zone that we actually have sort of established. Can we name forgotten beasts? No, we can't. So be off for saying that my vote is for Princess. Yeah, we can't do it because we can only name our creatures that are part of our fortress, like as in, actual members of the fortress. I can technically name pretty much anything in this screen here, including the spearmen. I can actually go into them and select them and actually rename them. So I can actually go into these creatures and actually name what they do. What we might do is we might go and kill that beast while we're here, actually. So let's go and get the military. If we go back down to F8, not the beast, the zombie. The zombie person outside. If we just go back across, now that we've sort of opened up that, it means they can come back out through here. And we have this zombie here. this cave swallow man mutilated corpse is still sort of this one is still sort of scrambling around, but it's going to be an easy fight. So we'll just go and destroy it with our military. So we're just going to go back into the squads, the helmed beans. We're going to go and grab them and tell them that they've got a target here. And confirm. So they're going to kill the cave swallow. We'll just watch as that actually happens. Here they come. Here we go. Who have we got? We've got ourselves, Adrian is on the way. The militia commander. And so his items that he has is a copper mace. So we're going to end up with this fight. Bang, there it is. And there we go. So it's now just a mutilated corpse. So now the others have now gone back from becoming like actual fighters now to now the mutilated corpse. And if we have a quick look at the what actually happened there, you can sort of see there that the cave swallow man strikes the militia commander, but the shot is blocked. And then the militia commander bashes the cave swallow mutilated corpse in the right hand with the copper mace, and the injured part is crushed. And that's pretty much all we had to do to destroy it. So it looks like it was maybe just a hand or something like that was sort of just going around. It's saying a corpse, but that's all that's left of the of what actually happened there. So there goes Incognito, the metalsmith. The others will be sort of trying to do things out and about, out this way as well. Let's chop down some of these trees because we are losing a little bit of the ability to get wood. So we'll chop those down while we're here. And just get everyone to just keep on working. We've certainly got like a lot of work ahead of us. We also want to just double check it at the top. That's really where one of our biggest threats actually is now. Unpause the game and away we go. Alert. Oh yeah, Sicily has been missing for a week. So it was only a week ago that Sicily actually ended up fighting that forgotten beast. Well, we know exactly where Sicily is, and they will discover her very, very soon. So she is out here. Here is where Sicily is. So they'll find her soon enough. And she's got like large iron helms and copper shirts and stuff like this. So she'll eventually be found, and then she'll be put into the, if we go back up to F3, F4, maybe, was it one lower? No, it must be higher. There it is. We've got all these different coffins ready to go, and so her corpse will be put into one of these. There may already, no, there won't be yet, but what the dwarves will then go and do is start to put in another of the, they'll add like another one, and we'll just go and throw her slab in here as well. Let's go and have a quick look at the. Now I've got Supreme Plague with no job. Just go down to F8 again. It's now been opened up. We've got a little stockpile there for blocking these off if we have to. Yeah, that's now been opened up. So we have all these different ways of sort of mining, where our miner we actually don't have any real tasks for. I might go back up to the bedroom layer, which is down here. We've already got those bedrooms assigned. At some point we're going to need to have even more. Now we may need archers at some stage in the fortress. I can sort of get everything ready, but we're going to need to have better bedrooms for like the mayor, like eventually when we end up with sort of like more nobility. So let's go and build a bedroom layer that comes off this side, and we'll make these sort of 5 by 5. So we need to have 4 rooms essentially. What I can do is just make a smallish room off the side here, which will be the tomb. There we go. So that will be ultimately the mayor's area. That way at least we can keep on getting some mining done. Let's go back up to the top of the fortress and just get our military ready again. So we'd established the area for them. This was actually where we'd established it. But we can establish more as well. Like we've got an area underneath there that we can sort of build another barracks and training area, maybe for archers. So I need to have about a, I think it's about 11. If I do it, say 1, 2, 3, one more across. Let's do it that way there, just as an archery training area. And the way we want this to work is that if you miss targets with archery, it will then hit the wall behind and break the arrows. And to save them, if it hits a wall, sorry, it's when it hits the floor that's the problem. If you channel the last row down, it will then sort of. I might just do that even a bit further across. So dig a channel. If the last one is a channel, it will then drop down the slope, and then the arrows will actually not be destroyed. So we can sort of just do that as a. This is for the future. Thought I'd just give our guy just a little bit of extra to do in the fortress, so that will work out well. We haven't set this up at all. I probably should, because we need to get more military into what we're doing as well. We do have some things in here now. You've got a copper battle axe in that area. So this is actually just our weapon stockpiles and the different types of weapons, and also, like you can see, it's like a head, body, leggings, boots, shields, arms, so you know, gloves and things. And then we've got the actually this one here is, I'm not sure what we actually have done with these, but these are other aspects of clothing. That one might be capes, I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got different things in through there as well. So where do we get to? How are these combats happening calculated? Are they invisible dice rolls or stats comparisons? That's a really good question, actually. I actually don't know the answer. I think it's a 2-hit factor to it, I think. So it is like a dice roll that actually does go on. But it's also then every single character has got, like, if we have a look, for example, this is Atomic Ant, and if we have a look at the Atomic Ant has got like a full, like every single tooth is modelled in the game. The eyes, the internals is modelled as well for every single character, and so that's why certain damage can be done inside. It can be damaged to each of the limbs. It's not just a very simplistic thing with health. Like we have, we don't have anyone that's really has got any real issues as such. But it can, like the Forgotten Beast, for example, if we could actually diagnose it, we'd probably find that the dust that it breathed in will actually have caused some damage to it. And so its own dust may have actually damaged it slightly, but we don't know that because we can't diagnose it. So yeah, it's very, very detailed. So I'm Caffeine Fiend just saying hello. It was great to have seen you streaming yesterday on Slytherin's channel. Excited to watch you play Dwarf Fortress. Oh yeah, I love Dwarf Fortress. It's sort of, my channel didn't start with Dwarf. My channel actually started, believe it or not, with Distant Worlds. And I have a stream coming up in 3 hours, or less than 3 hours now, to play Distant Worlds on Slytherin channel again today. I'm really looking forward to that because Distant Worlds has got the Boscara has just been reworked a little bit as well, and the Xenox has been really, really fleshed out. The Xenox have gone since yesterday from being one of my least favourite factions to one of my favourite factions, just with the changes that they've made. It's amazing what they've done. So Bioff was saying that a bug, or is it intended, the arrow saving thing? That's an exploit that has been around in the old game forever, and so it's one of those things where so it's not a bug as such, but it's just an exploit. Like if it bounces off the back wall and hits the floor straight away, the arrows will break. If it can go down a slope, it will actually they'll just sit in the slope. The trouble we have is that it then means that when the arrows do come down, there is actually a chance that we're going to then miss the actual like, you know, sorry, we've got to be careful that the people who go down to collect the arrows are safe. So what I should really do here is to go and build another area at the back in here, like a stairwell. So I'll just go and do that. In the corner will do. Oops, and just go down to there. So we have a stairwell that will go down that way, and then we're going to end up with this area down in here. So if I then just go back across and allow the dwarves to just go back down, where does it finish up? It finishes there. So if we have that, ultimately there'll be that will then be channeled down there. They can then walk across, pick up the arrows, and then come back up again. If they probably, I mean, I can tell them not to walk on this area once this has been dug out. But anyway, we'll get to that eventually. That's a long way off. In terms of setting up this training room, I think we need to do it. So let's go and set this one up. So it's the training room. The barracks and the training room are really where the dwarves will end up sort of doing things. Let's just go and set that one up now. Just go to doors and hatches, doors. I'm going to go into planning mode, so show planner. By the way, if you're watching this and you haven't been watching any of the other videos, I'm using DF Hack. DF Hack is your best friend when you're playing Dwarf Fortress. I highly recommend that if you are playing Dwarf Fortress that you have DF Hack available, because it fixes a lot of problems, and it's an incredible game. Sorry, incredible. What is it? I mean, it's a boon to the game. It really does improve things an awful lot. It's not an exploit. So we've got Hi Supreme Plague. How are you going? So we're just going to go and place these as planning modes. Now, if we've got them available, I'll use them. Back in through here, what we need to do is we're going to ultimately, each squad can only have 10 members, and so we're going to be placing, and we're going to ultimately, as the fortress gets bigger, we'll end up with maybe 3 squads maximum. One will be archers, and so I'll set them up here, ready to be able to then go deeper into the fortress, and we'll end up with another. I'm not sure where I'll place them yet, but we'll end up with another of the group going off to, like, eventually with another barracks area. So we need to set up a barracks. So we do that with beds. So we just go back again into the menu here, furniture, beds, and so sort of start with a bed towards the middle. Not that it really matters that much. Just need to get 10 of them. So I'll place one there. And you see we've run out of beds at that instance. So I've got a little bit of a mix in through that other side. They'll also then need areas to store their things. So we need to go back in with furniture. And in this case, I'll just get chests. And place them there as well. Then we're going to be needing, we need to have weapon racks and armor racks as well. We don't need a hell of a lot of them, but we just need a few of them around the place. So we'll just go into, again, I don't think we need anywhere near that number of chests, to be honest. But anyway, it's not going to matter that much. So we'll just go into furniture. In this case, we have, actually it's not furniture, it is military. And so we've got the weapon rack and armor stands. I'll place 4 of them in here. In this room, in the training room, we want to have the same deal. We want to sort of have them also designated in around the training area. So we'll place them into there, and then we need to then go and add in for military the weapon rack. So that's the armor stand. And we've just got the weapon rack as well. Just place 3 of them in there. Place them in the corners. So that will then set up these rooms. And so what we'll now do is we'll set up the actual barracks themselves. So like when we plan stuff out, even if we don't actually have anything built, the game will sort of know what's going on with this. We place a zone. So the zone is actually going to ultimately be the first one is going to be like a dormitory, or there's a barracks there actually. Squads should be assigned to a barracks. The squad can be set to train, sleep, and store equipment there. And so we're going to be doing that in this room here. So barracks, and we're just going to go and build the barracks there. In fact, I'll make it slightly bigger. And I'll just repaint that just a little bit. Just do it that way. So that barracks there is going to be where they sleep. So they're going to be sleeping in this one, and then they're going to be training in this one. So we go and accept that. And so this is the barracks. We can then assign the squad that's going to go to that. So choose which squads will use this barracks. The Helm Beans is the one squad that we actually have. And so we're going to be setting this one up to sleep here. But we're not going to do it for training, but we will actually do it whether they store their individually assigned weapons and armor here, yes, and whether they store squad level equipment here, such as ammunition. If they have to, yes, we'll do that as well. So this will be their main living area, but the actual training will be done in the other room. So that's going to be where they sleep and store everything. So that's one barracks done. That's going to be fine. This is the barracks for the Helm Beans. So that's actually fine where that is. And then the next one down in here will be the another barracks, another training barracks. Accept, and in this case we've assigned them to the Helm Beans, but in this case for training. So we've now got the two different areas, one for training and then one for the others. This will then keep anyone we bring into the military will then be trained up and be able to then sort of be part of what we then go and do. Let's have a look and see if it's worthwhile yet bringing anyone else into the military. At the moment, we've got the military all walking around in their gear, but they're still just doing work because we don't have enough. We've only got 22 population. We have a heap that are really unhappy. We'll have to figure out what's going on with them as well. But I might just do that one later on. So that's now been set up with the zones. The atomic ant, yeah, there's, let's have a quick look and see if we go to our stocks, and if we go to helms, so we've got 4 copper helms. Got a large copper helm, where's that? Oh, outside, okay. So it's part now of our stocks back into here. Helm. Now some of these will be being worn by others. These may still be okay. Yeah. So you can see there that this is Syrian. So I don't really have enough helms or anything done yet. If we go to F8, this is actually where we've got our smelting area. So this one has got we've got copper chains being done through that side. We've got silver warhammers being made, which will be useful. We've got the iron anvils, and so we're not doing anything in through there. Let's have a quick look at our work orders. Now, we've got a hell of a lot of work orders in through here. It can be hard to find them. We've got the weapon racks, smelting the ore. We've got malachite, tetrahedrite, and hematite. Got copper chain, copper cages. We've got a lot of copper with what we do. So we don't have anything to actually set up our military as such. So we're going to set that one up now. And what we'll do is, let's have a quick look back at our stocks again and look at iron. Got iron blow darts, that's bars and blocks. Okay, we've got heaps of iron. Like we've got a lot of it. And so this is actually now ready. If we go and have a look and see where this is actually stored already in around here. So we've got a lot of iron stored in the in these areas around, ready to be worked on. So we can start to build what we have to build. We're still smelting here. The Magma smelter has got copper and silver bars and some iron bars in here as well. So there's a lot of stuff has been smelted back over time. Some of them are being picked up to do different things with. If we go back to our work orders again, and we do actually have like a very high level armourer in the fortress as well. Like not high level, but it's somebody that knows what they're doing with the actual armor. So let's go and start to now make iron armor. If we have a look at the bottom there, we don't actually have, and I'm thinking we make silver hammers, and we'll have that as our main weapon. I'm not seeing the silver hammers there at all in amongst the list there. Kind of, I wish you could sort this. This would be cool if there was a filter to be able to sort through to sort of get to find exactly what you want. But I can't see, even though we've made silver hammers, I think I just made them. So let's go now and start the whole regime of what we want our guys to wear. So we're just going to go across. Now if I go into here, I can then go and designate what sort of place is going to be building, like we're going to end up with a smaller list of things. So if we go across into the metalsmith's forge back in through here, this is pretty much going to be the one that we need, and that will be for everything that we do here. So we've got adamantine, we've got heaps of them, but if we go to iron, so you can see that there's a whole range of stuff. We've got what we want to do is have, I'll start off with iron helms. So forge iron helm, so we'll start at the top. So we've got that one. We'll go and add another one. Again, it will just be the metalsmith, and then iron again. Then we've got the breastplate, so we can actually grab that one as well. The I don't know if we can use chainmail and breastplate. The chainmail may be better than the breastplate. Actually, I might just get rid of the breastplate and just use purely chainmail. So let's ditch that one, and we'll come back and sort these out in just a second. Metalsmith. So chain. If we go to iron chain. Iron, that's chains. Chain mail isn't there. Let's do iron. We may have to do mail shirt. There it is. Iron mail shirt. We'll just do that one. Then we want to have the leggings. So we're just setting up the work orders just so we can automate this. Iron, the mail shirt, the iron leggings will sort of then be the top. Actually, we've got greaves. Greaves is actually what we're using. So we'll use greaves. So that's the top of the legs. Go back and add another one. Metalsmith forge. Then we've got the high boots. Low boots, which are just shoes essentially, but we've got high boots as well. There they are. Alright, then we need to do more. Go back to the metalsmith forge again. Iron. Shields. Our gauntlets. Go that way as well. Metalsmith. And keep it going. So we've got the iron shield we haven't done yet. So we're going to be building a lot of stuff out of iron. Yeah, so so Vexar is saying that silver is great for bludgeoning weapons. Yes, so Beoff is saying, is silver not too precious to use for weapons for standard troops? No, not in our case, because we actually have access to it. And what's going to happen, and so from what Vexari is then sort of saying, silver is great for bludgeoning weapons. Every metal in the game is actually got its real world abilities, except for, of course, adamantine and mithril and stuff like that. Or adamantine is sort of like the one that where it's a magical. We don't actually have that in the real world, but they've got their melting points are the same as the real world. The softness of the heaviness, everything is actually modelled. In fact, I'll show you, because this is why we want to build. Ideally, we want to be building the armor out of adamantine if we have access to it. We know where it is in the game, but we haven't started to try to get it yet. That's going to be dangerous when we do that one. Steel is the next one, but I don't think we've got flux stones to be able to then make steel properly. So I'm just going to take a shortcut to iron, and then maybe we'll look at steel if we can somehow do it. So steel would be what we do for our armor, because that's very, very strong for armor. It's also steel and iron are great for sharp weapons. In fact, let me show you. Let me do this. If we go to a Dwarf Fortress wiki, so dwarffortresswiki.org. Oops, why is that not found? That's not good. It's not found. What's happened? Must be down for a little while. Dwarf Fortress wiki. Not found. There's something. It's gone off. It's not working. It's not working. So I'm not sure what's happened there with the wiki. It must be down for a short period. But that's essentially the different metals, and I don't think we can see it in the game. I don't think we can see the actual within the game itself. We don't have exposure to why things are that way. But silver is no good for sharp weapons. It can't keep because it's soft. It's like lead in that sort of sense. So you will sort of find silver swords and silver arrows and stuff like that, but they're not great. Copper is probably better for that sort of stuff than silver is. And so silver is really the densest of metals, and so it's very, very heavy. So it's ideal for warhammers, and so that's what we want to be building out of silver, is to end up with a lot of warhammers. We can also then sell them, any warhammers that we have left over. So I'm going to be building a lot of silver warhammers. So at the moment with our list, we've got as we sort of scroll back down. We've got this is what they're going to be wearing: helms, mail shirts, greaves, high boots, gauntlets, and then they're going to have a shield to protect them. We've already got the backpacks and water skins set up, so that we've got those, because they're going to need them as well. You need to use index.php. Okay, let's do that. That's unusual, because that normally will know that that's where it should be looking. It's still a bug. Here we are. We're in there. That's weird. That's actually not. Thank you for that. But that shouldn't be the case. That is not good. That's part of their hosting. All right. So let's go and have a look at silver as an example, and just go straight to the thing on silver. So it shows us there that silver is a mid-value metal which is useful for weapons, ammunition, furniture, and decorations and other objects. Silver may be combined with metals in a magma smelter or smelter to produce the following alloys. So we can get billion, electrum, black bronze if we have silver, gold, and 2 copper. Sterling silver, 3 silver and 1 copper. And so these are other ores that we can then sort of get from, or not ores, these are other metals that we can sort of then extract from silver. So despite its name, nickel silver does not contain any silver. Silver has the highest density of all the weapon grade metals. Its additional weight enhances the performance of bludgeoning attacks such as maces, mauls, and warhammers. So we can make either maces or warhammers, really. Although all of the normal metals perform about the same, and the extra weight of silver may exhaust the welder slightly faster. Okay, that's interesting. Meanwhile, a low shear strength means that silver edge attacks such as axes, spears, and swords are quite terrible compared to other metals. Silver also has a somewhat poor yield value, important for armor, and is prone to wear. So again, these are aspects of actual real silver. So while silver swords are said to be the only blades capable of slaying werewolves in legends, werebeast types in Dwarf Fortress will be vulnerable to a random metal, and steel will tend to be more reliable. Now, with this one here, what the interesting thing we actually have is the extra weight of silver may exhaust the wielder slightly faster, and we're not really getting any big benefit. So maybe we stick with like copper or something like that. If we have a look at the, if we go to the down below here, so this is the raws, and what the raws will then show us usually, yeah, this is actually the melting point, the boiling point, like it's got the densities. So it's actually, this is the modeling of metal in the game, and so this is actually how it's then sort of been sort of constructed. Let's have a quick look back at, say, copper, because we have a lot of copper. Copper is not a great, like it's not great for what it does do. If we go and have a look at, so copper, back in through here, it's metal used in a large number of alloys, among them bronze, which is almost as good as iron for smithing weapons. And so iron is still better. Yeah, it's early game melee weapons, so it's not really as good as what we need. Bronze is copper and tin. I don't know if we got tin actually. I mean, our fortress is called Tin Martyr, but yeah, that's all the different smelting and through that side through there. Copper crossbows and copper bolts are the best crossbows if your marks dwarves are forced into melee. Silver crossbows are only brought by humans and have no quality modifiers. Copper bolts are heavy enough and sharp enough to work as a good projectile, and iron steel are generally too rare to be used in bolts. So okay, we can do it that way. We could actually end up with the copper being used for other things at this point in time. We could even sort of make other things. Yeah, copper giant spike balls for weapons traps. Yeah, bins, cages, and barrels. Yeah, so we can actually use copper for, we're using them for cages, for example. We've got them being done. In that case, let's go back to iron and just see what else we can do with iron. So iron is an important resource needed for steel and the best mundane metal for weapons and armor. And if steel is unavailable, is limited, iron is next best, although only slightly better than bronze. Yeah, steel availability is limited, which it is for us. Iron is also a fire and magma safe material, so we can use it for almost anything. Melee weapons mostly useful for edge weapons, good for bolts as well. You can also make crossbows out of iron, but there are better metals. Armor, it's pretty good, although not the best. Again, we're looking at steel. If we have a look at steel, steel is one that is an alloy of iron and carbon, refined coal, made at a smelter. It is best common metal for smithing weapons and armor. Steel also, actually, we can get refined coal. I thought we needed a flux stone as well. So to smelt steel, you need iron bars, flux stone, and fuel. Flux is used to remove impurities, including carbon, during the smelting process. So if we could do this, it would be good. Hematite. Now, flux stone, if we have access to it, let's go that way. We have bituminous coal. Hang on, maybe we do actually have it. The following stones fall under the reaction class for flux stones. So calcite, chalk, dolomite, limestone. We have limestone. Okay, so calcite, I think we've got a few of these actually. In that case, we should be able to make steel instead. Well, let's go that way. There's no great rush for us to do that one. You need a lot of flux for steel. Yeah, we've got a lot. So calcite, chalk, dolomite, limestone, and marble. Now, I think we've even got marble. I always just thought chalk was the one to look for. Let's have a quick look and see if we've got calcite, chalk, dolomite. Calcite we don't have. Chalk. If we go to stone, yep. So we do have access to chalk. All right. So there's no point we can make steel. Let's just make steel instead of iron. So we'll start doing that one through there. Full stop on the all iron and make steel gear. Absolutely, yes. So limestone is definitely, we've got heaps of limestone. We've been building things out of it. We've been building blocks out of limestone. So we've actually got like a fair number there of limestone. So we actually have what we need to make steel. We need to change the bituminous coal into coke. So if we again have a look at the the Dwarf Fortress wiki, and just go back. So yep. So charcoal from wood or coke from imported from or lignite. Now, if we do have bituminous coal, it says imported, but we actually have it. Don't know what would say that. So if we have a look at coke is what we want. So bituminous coal, back and through here, are found in veins. When processed at a smelter or magma smelter, 1 unit of bituminous coal produces 9 units of coke. So we process them at the magma smelter. If done at a regular smelter, the processing requires 1 extra unit of fuel. Yep, that's okay. It's flammable. Okay, we need to get that. So let's go and set up our steel manufacturing. I didn't realize we could do it this easily. So if we go back into the work orders again, go to the very, very bottom, and we're going to ditch all of this stuff. We no longer need it or want it. I'm still going to build silver hammers. So I'll build the silver hammers. So we'll do that one. We'll just go now and add in. So we need to now go back to the magma smelter, which would just be under smelters. So from here, we have to make coke. So if we have coke from bituminous coal, we do actually have bituminous coal. So we'll go and add that one in. We've got the flux stones anyway, so that one will be fine. We can now make steel. So we just go back into the smelter again, and steel. Make steel bars. That will be the first step. And we might as well set up everything else ready to go with the steel once we actually do have it. So that will be the steps we need for steel, and then we'll just go back in and add steel helms. What we're going to get. So the first one we'll start at the top. We'll just go helm. Then we've got the mail shirt, steel mail shirt, and then we've got the next one, which is the greaves. Oops, wrong one. Steel greaves. Then we've got the high boots. Steel. What else do we need? We needed high boots. We needed gauntlets. The reason for the mail shirt, I think I can still put a breastplate on top. I might look at getting breastplates as well as the mail shirt. The mail shirt protects the shoulders and the arms. Yeah. So what do we need? We need a shield eventually, but we need gauntlets. Okay, so if we just go to the bottom of the list here. Helm's mail shirt, which protects the whole thing. I think I can still put a breastplate on top of that. I might experiment with the breastplates just to see if they will use them. Steel greaves, high boots, gauntlets. I'll try the breastplate. Shield we need as well. Steel shield. And that should be all we need there. And then let's make silver warhammers. maybe silver warhammers and silver maces. Why not? Give them a bit of a choice. I wonder if we can make. If we've got maces, we can't make mauls out of them, but we can make a mace, and we'll make a silver warhammer. Silver hammer. Where's the warhammer? There it is. Forged silver warhammer. All right, so we've got them now out of silver. Look, while we're here, let's make crossbows and crossbow bolts. Might as well do this while we're here. Make copper bolts. And copper crossbows. That'll do us right. So that's the full list. Let's just now go through. There's a lot of stuff in through here. So make coal. Let's just now go through and set up the number. So the number we want to have here is so make coke from bituminous coal. I'll keep it at 10, and we'll then just go through. So if the amount of coke available is less than 10, the amount of bituminous coal. Actually, I'll make it. So I'll add that one in. So and then the bituminous coal as well. Is I was sure we had bituminous coal. I'll say greater than 2. Yeah, we do have some. We don't have a hell of a lot, but at least we'll be able to get started. And we can then start looking for bituminous coal. We can find which layer it was on. I'm pretty sure it was on the layer that we ended up with our farming. I think was bituminous coal in through there. Amount of coke available is less than 10. So if we go with the number there, I'll make it say 20. So if we've got less than 20, in fact, what I can do is just keep on changing it. So if the amount of coke is at most 20, or is I'll make it less than 20, and the bituminous coal is at least 2. So as long as we've got the coal to do it, then start to make the coke. So we'll need to find more coal. So that will then satisfy that particular one. And we've got the 10 there. What I'll do is I'll just set that to say 2, I think. So we'll just make that 2 as well. Steel bars. We'll make this one say 2 as well. And if the amount of steel bars is, I'll place that one through there. We need to have iron bars. We need to have flux stones. And we need to have refined coal. Now we've got 2 different types there. I'm not sure what the difference is between those. So this is not satisfied for the next check because of this one through here. So if the amount of steel bars is less than 100, keep on making them. Amount of iron bars is, just in case we need iron, I'll just make it at least 5. Flux stones, I'll just make that 5 as well. And then refined coal, I'll make that is greater than, say, 1. And because we don't have any of this just yet, and we'll have is at least 1. So that way we just always have 1 for whatever reason. Not that we need it, but that way at least it won't trigger. And if this one doesn't have enough, steel bars is less than 100. Yep. So we'll make it up to 100 of the bars, 2 at a time, as long as we then actually have the coke. So that will be fine. So that one is done. So that's the steel bars. The helms, we're just going to make these 1 by 1. So all of these will just be a one-off construct them at the time. I think gauntlets and footwear we have to make in pairs, but overall we'll just do it this way. So forged steel helmets. So again, I'm only going to be building what I need, so I'm going to probably have one in stock at all times, one or two maybe. So if we go back across into here, so if the amount of steel helms is less than, and I'll set that one up, and steel bars, essentially we don't need the coal to make this because we've got the iron. So if the steel helms is less than 2, less than, hang on, let's just go this way, is at most 2, and the amount of steel bars is greater than 2, then that's fine. It's just go and make them. So at most 2, at greater than 2 for the steel bars. We have to do this for all of them. So we'll just go and so we've got at most 2, greater than 2. All right. So we'll escape out of that. So that's the helms, mail shirts. Most 2. That way we can just build them as required. If we find that we need to get like a stock of them, we can then go and do that as well. So they're done. Escape. Greaves is next. Okay, that one's done. High boots. I'll make it so that we end up with, say, double the number here. I might change that to 2, forge 2 of them at a time, and same with the gauntlets, because they do come in pairs. It's 4. And need 4 for those to satisfy what we need to do. Gauntlets, same deal in through here. It takes a bit of time setting these things up, but again, it's sort of important. It just means we don't have to think about it afterwards. All right, that's gauntlets, breastplates. And I'm not sure what we do with this one, so I'll just make this one a 1. And steel bars. I'll keep this one down to is greater than 10 at this stage, just so that we end up doing these last. Steel shields, very important for us. Yep, that one's fine. The silver maces, so these will be mainly for maybe for selling as well. So we'll just get maces and warhammers as part of what we build. Silver bars, these are actually satisfied for what we need. Number we're just going to do is actually we'll probably end up with a fair few of these. If the number of silver maces is, look, let's just say that we end up with, say, 20 of them or 10 of them. Let's go 20. So we'll keep on building them until we get to 20. It's at most 20. Yep, so let's just keep on building them up. What we can then do is try to make better and better quality of them. We can re-smelt them as well. We can end up with a situation where we end up having something where we check to see what the quality is, and if they're not good enough, they go back into the loop and get melted back down again. And so we end up with sort of like really, really incredible maces, and we'll have a look at that later on, maybe in another episode. So that's the maces, warhammers, same deal in through here. So we will go back in, warhammers, silver bars, number of 20. If we've got more than 2 silver bars, and it's at most 20, there we are. So silver warhammers will be the same deal. The reason I'm doing maces and warhammers is that we may have a requirement that we can't sell them at some point. At least we'll have a different metal, a different weapon we can then go and sell to traders. This will be worth a lot of money to us. This will be sort of what we become known for. Copper bolts. Now I've got 1 bolt at a time. I might make it so that we forge, say, maybe 5 or 6. Let's do 5. And copper bolts, copper bars, and the number here is, say, less than, say, 200 copper bolts, and copper bars is greater than 2. So we'll start to make the bolts. So we'll just get the forging happening with this. That's fine. And then the copper crossbows. And then this one here, if the number of these is less than 2, greater than 2, is at most 2. There we are. So we'll start to, we'll end up with a, essentially with our military established now with all of this stuff once this all gets going. Let's just unpause again. So the hostiles. So everyone's outside doing things. They're just off doing what they're doing, which is fine, as long as they leave us alone. Now we've got another alert. This is Sicily has been found dead. Oh no! So one of the dwarves coming in to do this stuff has actually now located her. Somehow someone was close enough to see that. So she's now been reported, and someone will now come and pick her up. Let's just go back up to F1 again. So we are building this again, which is good. Just keeping a bit of an eye on the number of invaders and hostiles. They still haven't moved off. They've been there for a long time. Okay, that's another part of the wall done. They're going down now to pick up the loot that was down this way. There they are. Off they go again. They've got to pick up everything one by one. Straight pulp, that was the one destroyed. Okay, that's good stuff. Still not seeing anything in the work orders coming through yet for steel. Make coke from bituminous coal. That's what we need to find, actually, is bituminous coal. Let's have a bit of a look on the walls. Beds being made. Around here somewhere that we ended up finding it. Shale layer. Could have sworn that that we had bituminous coal in this layer here. Yeah, there it is there. See how we've got it on that vein there? Well, let's dig all that out. If we can find more of it as well. There's bituminous coal in there as well. Now this is safe. We do actually have access to that, but we have to be a bit careful. And so if we go into the designations, the advanced options back in through here, we can then do something where we dig only ores and gems selected, or dig only gems. So the ores, I don't know if it'll choose that as a no, it won't do it. It sees it as just a stone. This is all bituminous coal in through here. The fact that it's there, what I'll do is I'll oh, hang on, it is working, sort of. Yeah, with that selected, but it won't do that. That's fine. That's good. Just get rid of those. Now we've got other areas that make it a little bit more difficult. Here they come. Let's just go and do this one. We'll sort of manage it through here. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not doing it there. The only ores and gems selected. Okay, that's actually fine. We've got auto. If I do that one and then go and choose, for example, that, it will then dig all of the bituminous coal out from in here. Didn't actually pick any up, and what we want to be doing, actually we've got another one there as well. I'll just go and grab that as well. Okay, let's just go and block this back off again, because that's now a point of weakness. And so constructions, walls, it's okay. It's dug out. It hasn't dug those out yet. Yep, let's just go and dig. I've got to turn the auto off. And I'll just dig straight down as a just dig down into that area. Hopefully we come across more coal. There we go. Alright, and we need to now block this off. Now this is also hematite, so this is actually where we get our iron from. So that's going to give us a good start for our steel making. And that's probably enough actually for the steel. Let's go and set up now another one here where we do the hematite in both of these. And we'll just sort of block it right out, and then we'll sort of figure out where we need to lock off the everything. In fact, I might as well just do it from there as well. Stone. I'll turn off the planner. You've got a heap of chalk, even though it's fluxstone. So hematite, if we have a look at it, this one here is an ore of iron. So we can. This is like iron ore. I want to pick up bits and pieces, please. So we need to block those off. it's almost got to keep on watching what he does, just in case we end up in a position where we end up with other weaknesses. Like this. So we do need to block these off. We should find more and more of this anyway. Now, to get into these corners, we have to have access, so you're better off to suspend the construction there so you can get into the corner. Same with this one here. That way, at least we know that we can then just come back and unsuspend it, but we have to remember that that's actually a weakness that we actually have that we need to fix. More hematite back in through here as well. Let's just go and... oh, this is... okay, that's kaolinite. That's different again. Oh. Now we've got this one on the outside again. Voodoo dog this time. So in this case, we just need to undo this one again. We had one group of citizens that were stranded. We'll now set them back again and build it up yet again. So, constructions, walls. Just watch it as it comes in. Other things that have happened. We've got a stray yak cow has given birth to a yak calf. We're going to have to start butchering these fairly soon, which is then going to cause other issues. There we go, we've got that one done. Alright, let's have a look down the bottom here. Yep, so they haven't started doing this one yet. So, Sev was saying, how goes it in the colony? Did the second Forgotten Beast situation get resolution? Yes, it did. That was a fairly interesting fight. We had the good fight last week, and then we've got another. We had another good fight today as well with a what is it? A cave swallow woman blowgunner who got hurtled into the lava and sort of splashed lava all over the place. So that was actually pretty cool. There's a bit of actually kaolinite is clay. Alright, so got lots of bituminous coal in through there. I could just keep on mining in through here. In fact, that's more bituminous coal there. Let's just go and do that. So we'll just shale. Now, this is also dangerous because ultimately the Forgotten Beast will be coming back in through this area. So, we're going to need to block this in. So we'll actually build a wall in through here. This could be really, really dangerous. If we go to constructions, walls. We've got a fair few limestone blocks. I'll just make these out of limestone blocks. There we are. 9 hostiles. What have I got left? Still got them all just sitting up in that corner. They haven't moved off, which is good. The Forgotten Beast is now in this area. That's the turkey mangled skeleton. That Forgotten Beast is locked in there. Yeah, so we're back to them again. That's fine. The invaders haven't moved off. I don't know why not. I guess they've got no... yeah, they do have a way in because we've now opened the doors again. F8, what are we making? Tetrahedrite steel bars, which is great. Back over through here. Copper crossbows, silver warhammers, silver maces have been set up. This one doesn't have anything just yet. Does have copper bolts have been made already. So I've already done all the copper bolts. So not that I'm going to make a group out of those just yet. Yeah, let's just go back up to, is it F6? Yeah, this is actually a bituminous coal layer. So I think I'll still just go and dig more of the bituminous coal. And then we'll just go back to all here. And I might even start to, this is going to be relatively safe. Let's just go and start to build a another mine out this way. And just see what else we find. Now that we've got that corner done, we can now go and we can resume construction there. We had the other one too somewhere else down here. Okay, we've got some of the turkey poults growing into hens. It says needs 1 pig iron bar. To make steel, you don't need pig iron, do you? Have we got that one wrong? Let's have a quick look at the at this one here. We just needed iron. Need iron bars. Okay, so if starting from iron ore, you first need to create iron bars. Steel or pig iron cannot be created directly from ore. 1 ore creates 4 bars, but the recipe only requires 2 at a time. So necessary ingredients to produce 2 bars of steel. So 2 bars of iron, 2 units of flux, 4 units of fuel. So using a magma smelter. So we don't need, step 1, use 1 iron bar to create pig iron. Okay, so this one here is 1 bar of iron, 1 flux stone, 1 fuel. So we need to make pig iron. Okay, so we had that a little bit off. Yep, so we need to make pig iron. All right, so go back into here and go down to our steel. Make steel bars. Iron bars greater than 5. I'll make this one greater than 1 or 2. Yep, that'll do. All right, so we need to get pig iron. So we need to add that in now as well. Make pig iron bars. The amount of pig iron bars is less than, let's just say 5, or say, yeah, let's say go 5 there. Iron bars is greater than 5. Flux stones is greater than 5. Refined coal is greater than 2. That'll do. So we can now start to make the pig iron as well. So set up so that it won't keep on trying to build it. Yeah, so it needs 1 pig iron. So we shouldn't get that message anymore, hopefully. good. That's now secure. So the Forgotten Beast, if it does go back up through that area, will then sort of get caught, which is fine. Now I found more bituminous coal there. So we can actually make things out of clay now as well. Not that I worry about that just yet. I might stop that now. Might just manually dig into there. So there's one more there. Yeah, this way we get heaps of coal. So that works out well. Too fast. Alright, so we've just got to put another wall in here now. Okay, that blocks that off. Got the one little area down the bottom there. And to get more hematite, if we need it, we can just keep on sort of making this into like an actual mining area. So if we just go and dig, say to there, just got to find these ores, these veins as we come through. Thanks for the subscription, Mitch, very much appreciated. Coming back through, we're now finding these little clusters. These are tourmalines. Nothing of interest in there. Where are you off to? Oh, building this. This is good. That's one done. Nothing of interest there. All right, that's all been built. Oh, hang on. Escape. No, that's okay. I was just checking. I thought, oh, where's all the invaders and hostiles gone? They're still there. Now we can need to resume the construction there. Make sure that's all nice and secure. Still struggling with these iron bars. Maybe it was already set up as a work order. Let's just see if we keep on getting the messages there. That's been done. Rock pots have been done. Now I've got heaps of animals. Like absolutely heaps of them. Right, I think it's time for us to risk now making leather. So we'll make it out of horses, I think. Well, you do have a stray water buffalo bull. Okay, I think we'll slay that first. We'll get rid of the one-offs. But the horses, yeah, we've got a lot of these we have to butcher. We've got a mule there and we have a donkey there, so they're not going to. Can they actually? They can make babies, can't they? This one is a male. That's a male, so no, they're not going to be able to make babies. We've got the two yaks, so we've got a male and then a female there, which has made the calf. So we've got the stray yak calf back over through that side. we're able to, even in this zone, we're still actually able to keep everything we've got, but we need to get the leather and all these other bits and pieces as well. So so where did we get to? Sorry, where did we get to? So the metalsmith makes these, right? Yes, that's correct. Soon to be biscuits. Yeah. So Incognito saying, I think my character is the metalsmith. Yeah, there's one. We actually have somebody who's an actual armor maker as well. We do have a bone carver. Not that we need that person to do anything. Oh, hang on. This one, see, it's got no job. Did it finish it off? F3, F4. Yes, it did. Great. Okay, we can now start to do things. So this is good. I do want to be smoothing all sorts of stuff. So let's just go back up into this zone here and smooth the rest of this out. Now that we've actually got somebody that can actually now go and do this. That is required. This will also require smoothing. As we come back up, that doesn't. That has now been smoothed out, which is great. The bedrooms, oh, sorry, that's the hospital. We want to have smooth as well. The well, people actually will enjoy the well, so we might as well smooth that out. So we just get a big long list of tasks for the smoother. This is full of creatures and things. Don't need to smooth that out. No smoothing to be required in there. Right. Now, looks like that's actually, that coffin there will be the one from Sicily, from down below with the Forgotten Beast attack. Let's just go down to our bedroom layer as well and smooth these out. Might as well smooth these out as well while we're at it. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll go to the very top of the fortress and smooth these out. And might as well smooth that out as well. Make it pleasant once we sort of start to do these things. Now these don't get smooth because of what was there before, but what we want to do is we want to come back down into here and set these up so everyone else people are helping with the smoothing, which is good. What we need to do here is make this into our main hall. This is going to be where we actually have most of the things happening. So we go into furniture. We put a row of tables down through the middle here. In fact, I'm just going to do auto placement here. And then a row of chairs or thrones. Good. That way we'll end up with this as a actual meeting hall. And so this will become our main meeting hall. At the moment we've got another meeting hall. In fact, we've already got that one established as a dining hall. So if we have a quick look at this one, the unnamed meeting hall in through here. So we can make it into an inn, tavern, yeah, guild hall. We don't need any of that. So I'm actually happy with that. I'm quite comfortable with that one. So that one ultimately will be where the dwarves will come to meet. I'm just going to put these zones on because we did actually have a few other zones that we probably don't want to have anymore. So we'll just double check those. This one here, for example, we don't need that anymore. We also have to get rid of the beds. You're all fine. That's fine. Yep, that's no problem at all. Okay, this has now been dug out as well. We have the passageway that will come back down through this other side if we need it. That's all good. There we go. Pig iron bars have now been completed as well. So we'll start to now make the steel. We should start to sort of get messages about, yeah, we've got silver mesas still being completed, which is great. Now it's late winter. We're nearly ready to come into spring for the next year. This copper warhammer's been sitting there for the whole game. It's still splattered with Fecod fountain ropes, dwarven blood from the fight that happened in here. Yeah, there's different stuff still sitting there. This is even stuff from when one of the attacks from above actually came in. Tables made. That's still in the top corner. That's okay. So nothing else has really come through. We should be. Here we go. This will be the start of spring, I think. No. Oh, we just had a big influx of hostiles. I won't do that. Here they come. Whole big group of buzzard corpses. They're going to cause issues because they're going to be flying around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now lock everyone inside. If we just come back across into here. So we actually, we caught one of the zombies. We do have a zombie inside here. So let's leave it with all those buzzards. I'm going to lock the door. And we'll just unpause it for a second, just to make sure that no one's still outside. We should have a list, a thing saying that they can't get back in. Yeah, if there was anyone else out here. We've still got this big group of stuff in through here that we need to go and get. So there's a lot of stuff there. Not that it's all that great, but anyway, it's just sitting out there in the open. With those buzzard corpses, it's now no longer safe to be outside, so we'll just lock all the dwarves inside. Still get them to bring up the glass blocks as they're built. I think everything else is now sort of working out fairly well. Again, we've just got the automated building of everything. Let's just unpause the game. Oh, and we're going to do butchering, weren't we? That's going to be the next step. Well, let's do it and see what actually happens with one of them. So we'll just go down to F6, and which is down here. So we've set up F6 to be where these are. We've got this one's named, which means it's somebody. This is a pet of Valasar, so we don't want to destroy that one. All the horses are down in here. We've got the stray yak cow. We want that one to stick around. The calf we could get rid of, but I think we'll get rid of the donkeys. They're male, so let's butcher them. We'll just butcher them one at a time. Here we go. So it is von Schweinhund is taking the stray donkey up. This is where the animating biome is going to kick in and cause us issues. Done. Now, in through here, we've actually got different cage traps. Now, I do actually have them already. I've got them secured. I'm not going to worry about securing them because when it comes back to life, it will just fall into one of these cage traps, I think, which then will make it sort of we won't have any real issues. Down through here, we now have donkey fat. We've got donkey cartilage. We've got prepared donkey lung. The things that will come back to life are the donkey hair. And that should be it, I think. That should be it. If we go back up the top of the fortress and go into this zone here, we need to make this bigger. This is now stinking the place up. but we've run out of spots for the skulls and so on and so forth in through this other side. We've been automatically butchering the poults, but they don't really come back to life. Hang on, where are we? Just go back to this stockpile. Just repaint it into a larger zone. In fact, I might... I was going to create an atom smasher somewhere up here as well. Uh-oh. What's happened there? I've got a bug. Oh no, they were okay. We're okay. Stone Donkey's been slaughtered. That's okay. I'll just try that again. That's better. Allow us to then sort of bring other things in. Yeah, so an atom smasher is something that we will be wanting to get, although we do actually have the lava pool that we can also make use of, which would be sort of fun to do something with that. If you sort of come back down to where the lava sort of starts, it's in around here. So a dump zone here would be interesting, just into the middle of the lava from this layer here. We could set that up. We could set that up. Just do it from here. So we dig that one down. So if we move across, then anything that comes in here, we want to be going up one more layer to there. So we can then put a hatch on that one that will then keep it secure, and then we've got access back down this way. That's on the same layer as that. Just in case, we'll actually end up with another door in here somewhere. In fact, what I can do is I'll go all the way down. And I might put I'll put a door part way along here, and then maybe just even get another sort of stockpile area in here somewhere. For dumping and stuff like this as well, but then we can actually end up getting rid of things in this area. So that should work out okay. Just allow them to dig all that in. Going to have to be a little bit careful of this last one, but that should still be okay. That flying forgotten beast, that would become a big problem if we end up with that one through there. Got tetrahedrite. Warhammers have been done, that's okay. Needs an unrotten tenable body. Here we go. So we got the donkey skin. They couldn't tan the donkey skin, so cancels tan a hide because it was interrupted by the donkey skin. So if we go and have a look at this, the donkey skin is still in here. So we've now got donkey hair as well. The donkey hair is in through there. Nothing has been caught in that particular area. These are very, very weak, but what we'll do is we'll just go and get our group to go and kill that off. Let's hang on, where are we? There's a donkey here in the cage. Donkey skin is in there. Come on guys, go on and get it. So tell them to walk inside the, there we go. It's now smashed that one. We can now just tell it to not worry about doing that anymore. So a little bit of fighting has occurred. Unfortunately, we didn't get to use the skin back in here. It's resetting the cage trap. So we need to go and do another one of those. We've still got some food and stuff in there as well. Yeah, there's the one hump camel tallow. We've actually been able to butcher some of the camels that we've had as well. This is our soap making area down this way. Let's get down to the bottom of the fortress again. Haven't cut these down yet. But we have used the wood. Alright, so we can now go and resume construction there. Again, we want to secure all of this. Oh, there's the shield. There's the infamous shield. Yeah, so this is the copper shield that is coated with agua magna runes. This is the thing that actually ended up really hurting the shield. This is flying around all over the place. I thought it disintegrated, but it's actually still there. So we've actually found it. We've actually now got the... I don't know where the weapon ended up, but this was crashing around inside the inside this enclosed area after being flung by the Forgotten Beast, but it came back and smacked the Forgotten Beast in the shell and on the back, and so it's now got a fractured shell. If we go back to the hostiles, this one here, and have a look at its health, it says it's healthy now. If we look at the description, actually it has healed up, but it's the shell on its back was actually actually broken, so it's actually now healed back up over the months that it's been sitting back up in through there. So there, that's pretty cool. F8, right? So sorry, I've got the making steel, says Looper. Yep, narrative for a 2-year-old kid to make an artifact shield too big for anyone to use. Do things deteriorate outside? Yes, they do. So they do eventually. Some things do. Yeah, the Dunes of Dead Dromedaries. That's actually a good name for it. Wait, why kill the male yak if you have a female? No, I'm not killing the yaks. I'm killing the donkeys. I've got 2 male donkeys, essentially a mule and a donkey. So I've got the undead biome. Indeed, getting killed by a donkey here would be... they can't get killed by it, but it just freaks them out. So I've got to be careful. Like, I don't want people to get too unhappy. I've already got 5, which is too many. So the fortress, I think next time we'll have to go through and actually try to figure out how to make everyone a bit happier, I think. Yeah, still coated with extract too, yes. Yeah, the boomerang shield, Captain Marvel style. It just went crazy and ended up sort of doing damage to the... I love that it models that in the game, you know, like the fact that it actually bounced off a wall and did a lot of damage. So, wooden barrels have been completed, that's good. Tetrahedrite, became a planter, that's fine as well. How many blocks have we got in here now? Got a fair few. They're not being taken to the top. What we might do is actually just go back up to the top of the fortress again. Because what we wanted to have is we wanted to have the blocks in here. I'm just going to go to this stockpile, which has been set up. If I go to custom and have a look at it, you'll see that it's got other materials. I'm allowing glass in here, and that's it. That's all that can come into this one. And so this is where all the glass is going to come up here so we can build the tower. But it's sort of, it'd be faster if even though it's relatively fast, I can just go across and just add a wheelbarrow to it. So we can just put a wheelbarrow in that one there, which will just make them use it a bit more. We are running out of time for today's session. We didn't start off with anything too dramatic. Actually, 9 hostiles. What have we got left? Still got all of these on the outside. So it's now safe again for us to go back outside again. So let's just go back in and unlock. Unlock this one. So one of the zombies did actually wander down this way. Make it passable. And so we have the cage, this cage here. I've got it forbidden at the moment. So this is Mukath's corpse actually wandered down towards the looking for flesh. And if we have a bit of a look at the mechanisms, there also, I'm going to allow that to be then fixed up. So I've got all of these protected, so nobody can really sort of make any sort of use of them. Okay, we've got a masterpiece limestone throne. Wow, that's great. Eventually someone will come and pick up the cage. Here we go. Now it's spring. So, and this is one of the military. It looks like Began, I think. Okay, we'll just wait for it to save. This is probably a good time for us at the start of the new year. So 3:02. I think we'll actually call it here, guys, and end our session. So if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, this was recorded like a week ago, and live here on Twitch. So we'll be back next week. Just want to see if that is Began. No, it's Syrian. Syrian is in through there. And so what's going to happen is they're going to go and grab the wheelbarrow. Maybe we'll just quickly go and do that. Oh no, they're grabbing the cages. I'm not using the wheelbarrow. That's interesting. So it should be coming back up, or maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to leave it. Oh, there, here we go. Yeah, coming across to reset the cage. So the trap is being reset, but nobody's come to pick up the this one here yet. So I'm just going to go and lock those cage traps down, just so we don't come and clear them out. But the cage itself is available, so that someone will come and pick that one up. Yeah, so just switching games, pretty much. Yeah, on Slytherin TV, that's correct. Yeah, so I'll be playing Distant Worlds 2. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. So thanks for watching. Yeah, so in an hour's time, I'll be streaming on the Slytherin TV channel, Distant Worlds 2, which has now got the new Xenox and Boscara. I'm not sure which one I'll play, actually. They both look really, really cool. I'll probably play Xenox, I think. I did play a little bit of that yesterday on YouTube. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.